I just want to chat with you guys for like an hour or so, and then I'll shut down the live stream, and then maybe I'll come back a little bit later this evening. But I got other things on the go. I gotta go visit my dad in the hospital there. Please wish him speedy recovery. Yeah. But I want to talk about some fun stuff, or at least real life superhero stuff. Some of it might get a little bit boring, but we'll venture into that territory and see where we get. I'm sorry. I'm just texting right now. Where were you? Sorry, I'm just. Okay. What I want to talk about today is safety. Safety when it comes to real life superhero stuff. The main thing I want to talk about right now is the cape. I mentioned this before, but I will mention this in the future, time and time again. If you're going to wear a cape, make sure that you got a quick release. I recommend Velcro. Maybe some snaps would be good too, but they got to release easily. They got to, like, with a simple tug, it's got to come undone kind of thing. Yeah. I'm just realizing that I fucked up a little bit. I was supposed to wake my fiance up at noontime, because it's a bit late, and I didn't think she was home. I actually thought she took off, but she was actually just sleeping in the upstairs bedroom. I'm realizing that now, and oops. So I kind of fucked that up. It may mean that we might be shortening the live stream a little bit. It might not be a full hour we'll do here, but we'll go for as long as it takes to get to. Oh, there we go. Okay. Alrighty, we have communicated. She just drove by, and now I know what's going on. Okay. It's all good. It's I kind of fucked up though. I just didn't. My brain didn't quite brain today. I thought I was doing better than I was. Well, you don't know you fucked up until you fucked up. It's a beautiful day today. It's nice and sunny. The other thing I want to talk about, since I was talking about cape safety, I also want to just talk about real life superhero gear in general. I've been a little concerned about upcoming real life superheroes that like to play around with weapons and stuff. It's all right to like be proficient with weapons, but don't be thinking that you're going to be bringing them out into the community. That's just a bad idea. I hope everybody's on the same page about that. I like seeing real life superheroes who practice with their various melee weapons and things like that. But I just want everybody to be real clear that don't be bringing weapons into public. Some people think that mace is an acceptable thing to bring into public. That's kind of like on your own, make that decision. That doesn't just go for real life superheroes, that goes for human beings in general. If you feel you need to carry a mace to protect yourself, well, you go ahead. But also know that you might accidentally spray yourself. You know, shit can happen when you bring something into a scenario. That's a new element in that scenario. It's yeah. But then there's tasers. I worry about tasers for the same reason that I worry about mace. I'm not just worried about what happens then, but I'm worried about, like, does this person have a pacemaker and I didn't know about that? Yeah, no, I personally don't want to carry any kind of stun gun or mace. That's just me. If I was in a situation where I was getting into conflicts all the time, it's possible I would change my tune a little bit, but for the most part, it's my way to go, you know. I think that's never a bad way to go. It has its limitations. Everything has its limitations, because when you try to go defensive, sometimes it's hard to get into situations. That was what I ran into, and that's why I have the soft shield now, is so I can shove it in between situations, because I was just dancing around like an idiot the one day there, saying break it up, and I wasn't doing anything. I was annoying them. That was all I was doing. But I want to be more effective in the future. For a long time, I actually carried one of those green laser pointers, and I was planning on using it much like people use mace or pepper spray. And if someone attacked me with a weapon, I would be able to use the laser pointer. But that was actually a really inconsiderate tool to have on me, because that could cause permanent damage on someone's eyes, and I don't want to be doing that. Like, I understand I was planning on using it in self-defense, but even in self-defense, I don't want to cause anybody permanent damage. Those laser pointers are really fun to play around with, because they're like super powered. Those green, I think they come in different colors, but I know them as the green laser pointers. They shoot so far, it's so cool, but they are dangerous. So if you're playing around with those high-powered laser pointers, make sure you wear eye protection. Oh, hey, Collector World 2100 says hello. Sean Pierce says, hi, how are you today? My name is Ian. I'm doing really good today for the most part, Ian. It's just really warm here in Grand Prairie, so I'm really feeling the heat right now. I'm just talking about what gear real-life superheroes should carry and what I've considered carrying in the past. And my conclusion is defensive is the way to go, and I don't like people carrying any kind of weapons. I'm even kind of against mace and pepper spray for most scenarios, unless it's absolutely an emergency. Yeah, because we've had Phoenix Jones out there in the past, and he got a little bit too liberal with the pepper spray in a lot of situations, and it didn't look good. I'll just say that much. Phoenix Jones was good at beating up drunk people and pepper spraying people, but I think he legitimately helped people too. Our viewers are gone, but that's all right. That's all right. I'll just try to keep the chat going. I used to think big when it came to gear, but you got to realize the best real-life superhero of them all, Master Legend, his gear was like, I don't know if it was motorcycle armor or dirt biking armor. That was the gear that he wore for the longest time, with some knee pads made into arm gauntlets and a couple other pieces that went to that. A really heavy-duty army helmet. That was his old outfit. But he had that for a long time, and he's like the most iconic real-life superhero as far as I'm concerned. And he didn't need like body armor or Kevlar or anything like that. So that's the thing, is you'll never be ready, and you're more ready than you could ever imagine. The more you think you're not ready, the more likely it is that you're actually thinking about what you need to be effective, and that's what makes you ready. You know, you'll try to be prepared for anything, and know you'll never be fully prepared. That's That should be a motto in a real-life hero's mind, I think. Whew. Oh, the breeze just came up. That's really nice. Oh. Woo. I don't know if that honk was intended for me. But yeah, because you gotta realize, I feel a lot safer just with this chunk of foam. It's basically just foam. I feel a lot safer with that than just using my body to shield, using my body to like get in between people. Even though my arm will be attached to the shield, so that potentially will be a little bit at risk there, but that's not that bad, I don't think, compared to shoving my whole self in there. And that's just it, is people, I think they want to get like the biggest and best gear, and I see it all the time. There's new real-life superheroes that are out there, and they spend all their time redesigning their costume over and over again. And now that we have AI, they're able to get their ideas out there, but then they just kind of keep getting their ideas out there, and then they but they're experimenting with their ideas more than they are actually getting out there in the world. And I think there is a balance to be had where you could use AI or other artistic tools to help you, but I think that you should be trying to make yourself a symbol in the real world, in your community. And AI can help with that, but it doesn't replace on the ground footwork, like getting out there in the world. It's a little bit warm. It's a little bit warm, I tell you. I think I'm gonna stop in Dollarama, because vending machines at the hospital are murder for prices. Holy shit. That's what's probably killing the people in the hospital. They're doing just fine, and then they go and they pay for a bunch of snacks and pop, and they've spent their life savings, and they just die. No, I'm kidding. I shouldn't joke about that. But yeah, I'm not against real-life superheroes using AI, but it shouldn't replace your real-life superhero work. You shouldn't get too obsessed with the AI version of yourself, because there's the real you out in the world, and that's the one that the world really needs. The AI you can stick around long after you're gone, but the real you is here now, and that's what you got to do, is see the symbol, be the symbol. And you gotta be the symbol, not just have people see you be in the symbol. With AI, you can make all sorts of shit and make yourself look pretty heroic, but you gotta do it. You gotta get out there in the world. That's my message to other real-life superheroes. Get out there. Use already out there, like Master Legend. And Phoenix Jones, even though Phoenix Jones is a tarnished symbol, he is still a mighty symbol, as it raised the bar for what it means to be a real-life superhero. You shouldn't aspire to be like Phoenix Jones, you should aspire to be better than Phoenix Jones. And don't think that's an easy task. Don't think that just because he's flawed, you can just do what he did without issue, without trouble. Just because Master Legend isn't a millionaire, Bruce Wayne or whatever, doesn't mean he hasn't been a real-life superhero for 30 years, He's the real-life fucking Batman, I tell you. Like, yeah. I often go over the big names, but there's I like bringing up Skyline Superhero, because he gets out there and he hands out food and stuff to the homeless people, and he really does a great job. He's He's raising up a bunch of food to donate to people. He's doing an amazing job. I am not really ashamed to admit that I'm jealous of him, because what he does is very admirable. I just wish he would, respond to comments a little more often. Other than that, I got nothing against old Skyline there. He's the real deal. He's got a great outfit too. Whew, it is hot out. I'm gonna just shut the camera off while I go in the Dollarama.
Darating dito.
Thank you for shopping at Dollarama. Insert cash or select insert cash or pay other way. Place item in the bagging area.
Thank you. Alrighty, we got aloe. These things are delicious. They're just so refreshing. They got the butter, they got aloe, they got everything you could want. Yeah, no, they're great stuff. I'm gonna just chug this aloe. The aloe has been chugged. Sorry I didn't respond to the comments when you guys had commented. I feel bad about that. It is hot out today. I need to get those fluids in me. But it still doesn't change the fact that it's very warm. Oh. Now I just need to let that drink kind of settle in my belly, because I feel kind of rough. before the digestion takes place. The only real-life superhero the real-life superhero who I love the most is Master Legend, because he really shows his human side. People criticize him a lot for drinking beer while on patrol, but he works up a mighty thirst fighting evil. I think Master Legend is great, and I think he gets way too much criticism for that simple detail. But apparently there are stories where maybe things got a little bit overboard and maybe partied a little too hard. But I don't think that tarnishes his symbol all that much. Yeah, no, that's no big deal to me. And as far as I understand, Master Legend doesn't drink beer anymore. I think he might still drink the non-alcoholic ones. But he's also always showing his meals and, his doggy treats and his critters. Master Legend is not above mortal men. He is one of us. He shows us that even real-life superheroes can struggle, and I really appreciate that, because I feel like there is a special group of RLSH that, as far as I know, Master Legend, Justin Service, and me are some of the only real-life superheroes who did the job while they were homeless at the time. I'm not homeless anymore, but I have wore the cape when I was homeless. I still continued to wear it and go out in the world. We lost our viewer when I said that, but I still want to say I appreciate real-life superheroes who continue doing the job when you're not exactly housed. I think Justin Service, from what I understand, does a real standout job of serving his community. I'm not sure if he's still currently active, but I'm impressed, and I think it would be nice if there's a special little club for RLSH who have been homeless or have trouble finding housing at the very least. And there's probably more than I realize. It's like when Skyline Superhero is like, yeah, I'm pretty sure there's only 3 veterans in the whole real-life superhero community. And it's like, why, are you fucking serious, bud? Like, you seem like you actually have looked into the real-life superhero community quite a bit, and you came out with, 3 or 4 guys. That's fucking ridiculous. Like, there's a lot of summaries of the real-life superhero community where, right off the bat, they'll say they're there's a lot of ex-military and ex-law enforcement officers in the real-life superhero community. I'm friends with Roboto on Facebook there, and he's an ex-police officer, and he's a real nice guy. He's a real nice guy. But yeah, it's a lovely day today. So far, nobody's given me any issues about carrying my shield around. I mean, if they argue that it's equipment that I shouldn't have, it's a piece of foam, there's nothing illegal about it. I'm sure there are cosplay shields that are more dangerous or more solid than this thing. Yeah. And that's the other thing, is you don't want whatever you're carrying to cause alarm, and you might think you have something that isn't that alarming, because I saw Skyline Superhero recommend to people that they learn to use a bow staff, so they can defend themselves with a stick. And I mean, in theory, having a stick to defend yourself is a good idea, but at that point, you're bringing an object with you to potentially start shit, and then you might not be considered defending yourself. You might just be a guy who carried a weapon into a situation. And so even something as harmless as a walking stick if you start using it to hit somebody, even if you're defending yourself, people are going to ask the question, why did you have a stick with you, you know? Yeah. So as much as I appreciate Skyline Superhero, he's a really great YouTuber who's doing really impressive real-life superhero work. I am a little confused by his relationship to weapons and how he recommends them to the real-life superhero community. Because I heard Skyline Superhero himself say that weapons are a no-no, but then you see videos of him and Kevlar Cat fucking around with whips and stuff, and it's like there's a disconnect there. It's like, what do you need the whips for? It's kind of impressive the stuff they can do, but I just don't see the point in the world of a real life superhero. Because if you go around like whipping people, you're not defending yourself. You know, you're just a nuisance. You know, that's the way I look at it. But I think his heart's in the right place when he tells people that you should learn to use a bow staff so you can defend yourself. But I think in reality, carrying an object with you, even just to keep yourself safe, puts you in the situation where you are now not necessarily the aggressor, but you've prepared for shit. And so someone could argue that the shit is your fault. And so that's why I always go with something defensive. That's why I'm like, I have a shield, because a shield, it's made to not hurt someone. That's why it's made of foam and it's soft, because I don't want it to hurt someone, even if they like let's say somebody was trying to attack me and I held up the shield and then they fuck their fist up punching it. Sure, they punched it, but they could make the argument that I actually hit their hand, or you know, like, shit happens. And it's good to be prepared, but you don't want to make yourself seem like the aggressor in any situation. And that's why even carrying pepper spray and tasers and stuff, it's the same thing. It's like you're looking for trouble at that point. That's just how I see it. But it's good to be prepared. Like, I mean, an old lady who carries mace because she doesn't want to get mugged is not a deviant out there in the world looking to cause harm. She's looking to defend herself, you know? But then there are people who think you should be able to have guns and defend yourself that way. I'm against that myself, because I don't think I have more right to live than another person. And so it wouldn't make sense for me to use a gun to defend myself. But I understand the concept. You want to stop a threat utterly and completely, but you're turning a human being into a threat. And sometimes they are, and sometimes you don't have a choice, and that's unfortunate. But that's why I think you got to try to train de-escalation techniques and disarming techniques and everything you can do to prevent having to hurt somebody, you know, because you don't want to. You want to keep people safe. You want to keep yourself safe. You want to be a symbol of safety, you know, or at least I do anyways, and I feel that's a good goal for a real-life superhero. I think the ideal portrayal of a superhero is Adam West Batman. You know, like he has, for the most part, pretty non-lethal devices. He's incorporated into the police department. He's a deputized officer. Like Adam West Batman should always be in the DNA of your real-life superhero persona. Don't go too Dark Knight. Don't go full Rorschach. Always keep some Adam West in there. Keep some Christopher Reeves in there. Or if not Christopher Reeves, then Christopher Dennis. Christopher Dennis was the man who dressed up as Superman in Hollywood for a long time. He took pictures with people, and that was kind of how he made his living, was dressing up like Superman. But he's a real inspirational symbol to me, because he really embodied see the symbol, be the symbol. Like, he was a smoker, but he wouldn't smoke around kids, because he's a hero. He believes that a superhero shouldn't do those kind of things. And that's where I fall short. Even though Christopher Dennis wasn't necessarily stopping crimes and stuff like that, he was a symbol of a hero, of a superhero in the real world. And unfortunately, he's no longer around. He got himself into some trouble there where he lost his home, and I believe he had lost his home anyways, because the real life Superman, Christopher Dennis, unfortunately, he suffocated in a clothes donation bin. But he will always be my hero. He was an amazing individual, and I won't ever forget him. He was the real life Superman. So please remember the name Christopher Dennis if you're thinking of who was the greatest person to portray Superman, because he looked an awful lot like Christopher Reeves, and he really played up the Christopher Reeves Superman thing. But there's, I think it's called Confessions of a Superhero. It's this documentary about the people dressing up on Hollywood Square, and it's a really good look into their little slice of life on Hollywood Square. I really like those Hollywood Square cosplay guys. They may not be real life superheroes, but they know what it means to be the symbol and be in the public eye for long periods of time. And it's not an easy life for them. Like, they have a hard time, and they're out there trying to become actors and be taken seriously in the world, and it's hard to be taken seriously when you dress up like a superhero, whether you're trying to be a real life superhero or you're just dressing up for fun or for taking pictures with people. Yeah, no, I think Christopher Dennis is a hero. Hope he I don't know what I hope. I just wish he was still around. I remember being very sad when I found out that he died. Just like I was very sad when I found out that Jason David Franco died. There's so many, like any people portraying superheroes are just people, you know. They eventually leave us like anybody else, and it's just a reminder. But we're all in this together. It's just kind of hard sometimes, you know, like, yeah. So let me know if you have any ideas about what a real life superhero should do, because maybe I can fulfill those ideas. Maybe I can do the real life superhero thing. I've been trying to do it for 5 years now, and I've had some success. Feel free to ask me anything or suggest things. It's all good. Ooh, it's hot out here. Thinking about adding some fluorescent material to the old pillow shield here, but I don't know if I need to. I kind of like the simplicity of just the black fabric and duct tape. Less is more sometimes, you know. No, it's a beautiful day today. Anybody see any good movies out there? We've been advertising that Avengers Doomsday movie for how long now? Could it possibly be worth the hype? Still don't know how I feel about Robert Downey Jr. being Doctor Doom. I mean, there was a storyline in the comic where Doctor Doom like switched bodies with Tony Stark. I do kind of wonder if maybe it plays off of that a little bit. It's a pretty good story, actually. They switch bodies, and then Victor Von Doom basically says, "I'll give you whatever you want." And Tony Stark, Doctor Doom, is like, "I am Doom. I don't need anything from you. I'm awesome. Why would I want to be Tony Stark? Tony Stark sucks. I'm cool. I'm Doctor Doom." He like made him into Doctor Doom, and it was like he just rebuilt himself up. Yeah, I got here a little earlier than I would have liked. I meant to drag around for like an hour, but I pretty much was just over half an hour. But I'll figure something out here. Either we'll cut the live stream off early, or I'll do something for 25 minutes or so, you know? Yeah. It is hot out though, holy shit. Just want to shout out Fab Forever from the channel Georgie Girl. They finally stopped in on one of my live streams while I was having it out with one of the trolls there. I really appreciate you being a viewer. I appreciate all my viewers. Thank you for viewing. Thank you for thumbs up and subscribing. Whatever you do, I appreciate it. And don't feel obligated to do it, but I do really appreciate it when you do. Oh, it is very hot out. Holy fuck. Oh, it is so hot out. Hey there, how's it going today? I'm just walking around and trying to think of real life superhero stuff to talk about, but I'm running out of juice because it's real hot out there right now, and I'm cooking. So a piece of gear that I would really like to add to my outfit is one of those neck fans, you know, like kind of hang around your neck, and the fans are like right on the thing laying on your neck, and it's a real good setup. It's a real good setup. Yeah. I'm just gonna make a phone call. Phone call. Do. Hey there, I just got to the hospital there. I just was wondering if I should fart around outside or if I should just go in.
It's up to you. I'm just going to see if I can fix it in here.
Okay. I'll fart around outside for a little while.
Okay. Up to you.
Okay, we'll cross paths. I'll just.
It's up to you.
Okay, I'll wait to go in.
Keep it in touch.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Okay, we're good. My dad just needs a little fix-a-dent for his chompers there. But I wanted to drag things out for about an hour, so let's do that. Let's go the other direction and let's check things out around here. It's a pretty nice area around the hospital. I want to start making a list of real-life superheroes that deserve more shout-outs and credit. Because I like to shout out my buddy Foreman and my buddy Roboto, and of course greats like Master Legend and Polar Man. But there's so many real-life superheroes that don't get shout-outs, you know? Drake Talon, I think he's retired as a real-life superhero, but he deserves credit just for having a real-life superhero name. That's, as far as I understand, that is his actual name. But it sure sounds like a Dirk Steele, you know? Not to make fun of your name or anything, I just think it sounds fabulous, actually. Don't you think the name Drake Talon sounds fabulous? I think that's a great name. He's a pretty cool guy. He does like bodybuilding stuff on Facebook there, but he used to do the real life superhero thing. I think he's out of Edmonton. I don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that. Who else? I think we lost Danger Man a little while ago. Didn't know all that much about him, but he had a great freaking outfit, I tell you. His leather cowl thing that he had there was just a great piece of work. Here, check out these birds here. They're like doing their defensive perimeter. They're telling me I shouldn't be going near their pond. They'll probably start swooping me if I get any closer. Oh, yeah, they're all around me. Yeah, they're not fucking around. Okay, I better go the other way. These birds mean business, man. I don't want to offend their territory. Yeah, they're just marching all around me. Yeah, no, I'm surrounded. I know when I've been beat. I better just carefully head out. Adorable little blackbirds. Yeah. Any of you guys seen any good movies lately? I've been asking people if they've seen that Backrooms movie. It looks like it'd be a lot of fun. But I want to keep things mostly to real life superhero stuff. And so I always like to bring up the movies Defendor and Super. I just mostly want to say they're a better alternative than the movie Kick-Ass, because I got a big problem with that movie. I think it's got a lot of good parts to it, but I think it promotes some pretty dangerous ideas as far as vigilantism goes. Like, it's promoting not just fighting crime, but like killing people, and that's not cool. You know, I'm not going to see Kick-Ass 2, even though it came out a long time ago. I just have no interest in seeing it. I really dislike Kick-Ass 1. But you want to watch an awesome real-life superhero movie, watch Defendor with Woody Harrelson. Or if you want something a little crazier, a little more violent, watch Super with Rainn Wilson. Those are both great superhero movies that are like real-life superhero movies, because it's trying to kind of show you what it is for someone to try to do that in the real world. Yeah. And I think Defendor appreciates the idea of a real-life superhero and thinks it's noble. But I think the movie Super is really pointing out... The movie Super is really showing you a demented character that wants to make a difference in the world, but at the end of the day, he is a dangerous individual who smacks people with a pipe wrench. So it's like, it's a crazy movie. Yeah. You know, Master Legend had a pretty cool shield for a while there. I don't know if he still has. I think he called it his Mighty Shield. It's got like diamond plate metal on the front of it. It's a pretty sweet piece of equipment. Looks like it's got a little bit of weight to it though, but sometimes that's what it costs to get something durable. Is it's got to weigh something, you know. Master Legend has had a lot of interesting gear that I don't know I would want to use or anything. I think they're great symbolic gear, but I don't know if I'd want to see people actually bringing it out on the streets and using it. He had his awesome, I can't remember what he called it. He had this like metal fist that he would smash cinder block with, and he would tell people not to hurt little kids, and I think that was a great inspirational moment from Master Legend. But I don't think he's really going out on patrols with his big steel fist or anything like that. He does have, or he did have a potato cannon at one point there, and a lot of people have kind of made fun of him for that. And I don't know. Potato cannon could be a pretty dangerous thing, actually. In reality, I think he called it his Master Blaster. That might perk the ears up of some Mad Max fans. He's got Master and Blaster. Yeah. I don't know enough about how Master Legend does his thing to speak about it. I would like to ask him, what's his big techniques for dealing with so-called evildoers, and how does he de-escalate violence, and how does he avoid a violent situation rather than, potentially escalates the situation. I would like to know all that because he's been doing it for a long time. But I would love to hear thoughts from Phoenix Jones as well. He's got a lot of experience and he's gotten into a lot of real life combat situations. But I think that I would take a lot of his advice with a grain of salt. I would take a lot of everyone's advice with a grain of salt, to be fair. But I wouldn't want to, because I worry that Phoenix Jones starts fights or runs into situations rather than when he should be evaluating things. And, you want to run in because you want to be in there and you want to do something. But when you run, you cause a lot of stress to a situation. And so just something as simple as running towards people can set off all kinds of alarms, especially when you're wearing a real-life superhero outfit. And so I try to save running for only absolute emergencies. Only if I think somebody is already at risk of being hurt do I take off running. If I'm not sure, I probably stand back a little bit and evaluate. But that's just me. But as I said before, I think Phoenix Jones was probably a little bit too liberal with the pepper spray. And he was very proud of the fact that he had like 2 million Scoville pepper spray. And someone had pointed out that's a lot of Scoville units. And you don't necessarily need something that powerful. It's kind of overkill. It's like carrying a flamethrower around with you. And maybe it's not quite that dramatic, but it's not nothing. Yeah. My buddy Roboto, he was even carrying around like screwdrivers for self-defense, and that was how I understood it. Maybe actually that wasn't the case, and he just had the screwdrivers. But I kind of took it as I don't think people should be on screwdrivers for self-defense. But at the same time, people carry around way more dangerous things, and so as far as the list of things that people can carry, I don't know. I don't want to criticize other people in the real life superhero community too much because they live their own lives and they know what they need for their scenarios. And like Roboto used to be a cop, so like he's aware of the laws and what you can and cannot carry. And so if he thinks it's reasonable to carry a screwdriver around, then I'm not gonna say he's unreasonable. But at the same time, it's what I said before about you're bringing something into a situation, and potentially if something goes down, they're going to say, well, you brought that with you. You were looking for trouble. And that is something to worry about. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just going to fart around for like 10 more minutes and... then I am gonna go see my dad. He's not doing so great. He's in the hospital. He's having issues with his heart and with his breathing, and it's pretty rough, you know. Yeah. Yeah, as fun as it is imagining all the gear you could be carrying and going and creating to like fight criminals, you got to realize a criminal is just a human being, you know. And so I don't always like when I see somebody who's made a really cool pair of like taser brass knuckles or something like that, where it's like you kind of appreciate it as like a cool gadget, but then you think of the fact that there's probably somebody thinking it's a good idea to use that thing, and then it's kind of changes the way I think about it, you know. Like I have in my stuff stored away, I have an axe that I made, and it was just a fun little project. It's got a titanium blade, and it's got like a 240-pound pull weight electromagnet, and it's like the electromagnet is mounted to the base of the axe. It's not for real life superhero stuff. It's just a cool thing that I made, and it's neat. And I like it, but it doesn't serve a purpose. It's not practical. It's probably not even a very good axe. It's really sharp, though. It's really fucking sharp. But I wouldn't want to use it just because I don't want to make it dull. I just like having it. It's just like a goofy thing. It's just like Skyline and all his ninja weapons and stuff. He says he knows his Shaolin Kung Fu and all that. But, you know, sometimes you just want to play around. Like, I'm not going to give him shit for just... fucking around with his toys, you know. Like he plays video games. He talks about he talks about real life superhero stuff, and you see him practicing with his weapons, and he's probably never going to use those weapons as the real life superhero. He's probably never going to use them in a self-defense situation, but it's good exercise, you know. It's fun, you know. Everybody likes playing around with the toys. And that's just it. I don't judge Master Legend too harsh for having his Master Blaster, his mighty metal fist. I can't remember what he called it. But sometimes it's nice just to play around a little bit, you know? It's fun stuff. And maybe that's what I'm doing when I carry the pallet around. When I carry the pallet, I'm raising awareness for suicide prevention, but I'm also just having fun. I'm walking around Grand Prairie, I'm wearing a cape, and I'm carrying my shield. I'm just having fun, you know. I want to see the symbol, be the symbol, but I also just want to be a guy living his life and feeling good about doing it. And I gotta be honest, I really like being Captain Canada. I think it's cool. And I mostly think it's cool because other people tell me that I'm cool, and that feels really nice, and I feel like I had to work at that. Didn't just happen overnight. I had to break my back to become a little bit more interesting. And I just want people to know that's what I'm willing to do. I'm willing to do stunts. I'm willing to see the symbol, be the symbol, be Grand Prairie's real life superhero. Just had my fellow employee tell me to stay safe after he understood that I'm carrying the shield for protection. Yeah. He's like, yeah, you're like a real superhero. And it's like, yeah, that's what I'm going for, I said. And it feels good, you know. I think Grand Prairie deserves a real life superhero. Maybe I'm not the hero that the city deserves, but I'm the hero that Grand Prairie has right now. I don't mean to call myself a hero. I'm a guy wearing a costume. If somebody else wants to call me a hero, I hope I earn it. I hope people aren't just saying that, making fun of me, and I hope I actually did something to save somebody. Or did something to make somebody's day. You know, I just want to make people smile. I just want to make people happy. I want to earn every word. I want to earn real life superhero as a title. I want those words to mean something. Yeah. That's why I carry the pallet. Why I use it to set my unofficial world record, because I want to do something super. I want to raise the bar. I want to be the strongest real-life superhero in the world. And I feel like it's possible I could be able to become the world's strongest real-life superhero, but I know there are other really strong people in the real-life superhero community, and I don't think that title will be taken easily. I gotta earn that title if I really want it. See the symbol, be the symbol. I want to be the strongest. I want to be the best real-life superhero, and I want to earn it. I want to try very, very hard to be better at what I do. I think that's where Phoenix Jones is such a big example, a big inspiration to me, because he did his best to be a real-life superhero and raise the bar. I just appreciate that he went so far and took the position so seriously. Even though Phoenix raised the bar so high that even he himself could not reach that bar, I appreciate him for getting the bar up there. Master Legend, you did some great things. Fantastic things. But Phoenix Jones was the one who kind of opened the door. Not really sure why that is. Feel like people could have followed Master Legend just as easily. I want real credentials, and so when a real-life MMA fighter says they're going to be a real-life superhero, people listen, people pay attention. And not everybody laughs. Even though a lot of people will laugh at real-life superheroes, every once in a while somebody takes you seriously, and it's pretty fucking cool, I tell you. Yeah. So when I say see the symbol, be the symbol, I'm not just talking about real life superheroes. I'm talking about everybody. Everybody is a symbol. You're a symbol of a society that you live in. You're a symbol of your gender, of your race. You're a symbol of who you are and what you do. You can't help but see the symbol, be the symbol. You will see the symbols and shape those symbols in your mind. But you'll also be the symbol to somebody else, and you might not realize it. Anybody can be a symbol. I may not know who you are watching this, but I want you to know that I love you, and we're all in this together. I'm Captain Canada, Joseph Arthur Roszell. I want to thank you for watching. I want to wish you all the luck in the world. I love you, and I want you to remember that suicide is never, ever the answer. Peace out. For now. And good luck out there.